Hello and welcome to the CMCSS Flag Football District Championship game on the Austin Peay Sports Network. Welcome to West Creek High School here. My name is Braden Frost, and joined to my right is my man Trey Short. Trey, we get ready to kick off the championship game of the 2025 Women's Flag Football Playoffs.
It's an exciting time here at West Creek High School. Both of these schools looking to make history, win this championship game, you get a postseason berth. It's that simple. We'll see what happens here tonight. It's going to be a great matchup.
Now we got a little pregame rundown show for you. I'm going to talk to you a little bit what we're going to hit on. We're going to talk about flag football history here in Clarksville, Tennessee. We're going to talk about the Trilogy matchup. We're going to show you the last matchup and how they went up against each other. We got an interview coming your way of Coach Youngquist. Then we'll talk to you a little bit about West Creek semifinals matchup and how they look, and then we'll get an interview with Coach King, and then we'll get into our keys of the game, our players of the game, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. So with that being said, we'll talk a little bit about flag football history here. Flag football came to Tennessee through a collaboration between the Tennessee Titans and the Montgomery County school system in 2021. And what that means is if you look and see these girls on their right top side of their jerseys, they have a Tennessee Titans logo. So the Tennessee Titans sponsor every single 32 schools that have here flag football. And what happens is we actually been able to see a couple of key players. I can name you some, like Kenley Lewis and Layla Marcardo. They've gotten the opportunity to go down to the Titans Stadium and be recognized for their ability to make plays here on the flag football thing. So that's great for them, and they've been able to reach schools on the outside of that. So, like I said, they offer 32 high schools, and they were not sanctioned. That was the key. Back in 2022 and 2023, these schools were not sanctioned. So really nothing to look forward to after these two matchups. But now, in 2025, TSSAA has sanctioned flag football here in Tennessee. And like you said, they finally have a postseason to look forward to. The winner of this will move on to regions to go to Murfreesboro to face some higher competition.
Really exciting stuff, like you said. Strong community interest around women's flag football. It's just continued to grow. These girls play hard every single time they're out here, and just looking to put on a best performance for themselves and overall just the audience. It is a sport. There's entertainment value, but both teams and everyone on their respective teams, they played good ball and they're playing inspired. It's great to see the growth of women's football.
And I agree with that. So we're going to talk a little bit about the Trilogy matchup here in the championship. Like I mentioned earlier, these are the only two teams since 2022 to make it to the championship game. First year at Austin Peay, the introductory year of flag football, West Creek got to walk away with it 13-6. Keep in mind that score, because the next year, Montgomery Central, this is when they implemented the one seed rule, gets to have home field advantage. They won their game 14-6. And since then, every time these two teams seem to play, it is always gritty, it is always hard, it is physical, it is right down to the wire, a defensive matchup you cannot take away. But this year's location is key. We are here at West Creek High School for the first time.
Yeah, it's exciting time here at West Creek High School. Like you said, very defensive oriented games. It's going to really depend on who wins the turnover battle today between these two rosters. Both great defensively, though, like you said.
And so what we got here right here on your screen is the last matchup between these two girls right here. We're going to talk a little bit about what I seen here. It was key to have the advantage taken early. You're watching right here. This is Kenley Lewis, the quarterback. She rolls out right here, finds the call. This is the touchdown to take the early lead. That was key.
It's a dynamic duo right there.
Exactly. You'll see them big here today. And that key kind of played on huge because we'll talk about it. Central was kept in this game through turnovers right here. As you'll see, Kenley, she drops up, steps back, and boom, interception. You're going to see this 4 times today. It was not her best game against Montgomery Central. Now, what did Montgomery Central give them down and do? Well, both of these quarterbacks, they love to let this ball fly.
Yeah, like you said, the turnovers can't do that in this kind of game, especially this level of, the importance of this game. Both of these schools are going to make history, like we said, and you can't turn the football over no matter what.
Yeah, and these long bombs there by Lewandowski, the quarterback for Montgomery Central, they were key to get him on board right here as she took it in and she tied the game up right there. So both quarterbacks obviously play a major role in the game, but one thing that also played a major role in this game was West Creek's defense. You're going to see here as we watch through this replay, in this matchup that West Creek had a lot of turnovers right here. I don't believe this one was won, but West Creek just couldn't seem to figure out offensively. Like, there's a turnover right there, that deep pass looking for Nicole. But look, West Creek's got the ball right back. So West Creek clearly made a defensive stop, but again, another interception right there. That one not on Kinley Lewis.
Not helping out your defense this game, but still able to come out with a victory. I guess that kind of shows you how good West Creek is. Undefeated record on the season. Their closest game, we've talked about it, was against Montgomery Central, so they know the Coyotes very well. And they've only allowed about like 50 points, West Creek's defense, so it's a very sound unit, and they play very, very tough defense.
They do play very tough defense, and I think this is right here. Yep, this is the play that we were talking about. It's a 40-yard bomb, number 13, Lacey Rodriguez. As you can see, that was not a 40 bomb, but it was a 5-yard pass. She just makes incredible moves to get down the sideline and ties that game up. That was a key turning point in this game because Montgomery Central only had 13, and West Creek had 6. So they went huge pickoff right there by Ireland. She did a great job. But we're going to go to break here for just a second. We do got the national anthem coming up, so we'll be right here to continue on this pregame. We're going to take this opportunity. We're going to kick it down to Ashley Roberts. That's our sideline girl. She got an interview with Bill Youngquist, the head coach of Montgomery Central.
All right, Coach Youngquist, thank you so much for joining me here. Just tell me, how have you seen the girls on your team grow over the course and duration of this season to reach the level that they're at today and competing for today's championship title?
Well, I think one of the things we focused on this year is just improving each week, and I think the girls have done that.
Okay, perfect. And so you guys are the CMCSS flag football champions, the reigning champions. So tell me, what is the message that you've been giving to your team just about not letting the expectations or the pressure of expectations get to them, but that they just come out here, play regular, and just treat this game just like they've done leading up to this point in the season?
Well, I think it's important that we keep perspective. We're out here to have fun, and play your best, do your best, and have fun.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Coach Youngquist. Yep.
All right, now back to us. Now we got the interview there with Coach Bill Youngquist. Now we're going to actually kick it down to the interview with head coach of West Creek High School, Aaron King, and what's his thoughts.
Alrighty, Coach King, thank you so much for joining me today. Just tell me, given that both West Creek and Montgomery Central are both 1-1 in championship play, what has the preparation process been like from your girls just leading up to this year's championship game between the two?
Yeah, well, look, it's always a great matchup between us and Montgomery Central. You know, it's a great team. They got great players. They're coached really well, so we really have to dig deep into our goodie bag of our arsenal to try to come up with some ways to beat them. Of course, last time we played them in the regular season, it was an overtime thriller, and I expect nothing less than a good game today. It's hard to not motivate these girls when there's competition at large. So, our preparation doesn't really change. Every game is the same. We treat everybody the same. We take nobody lightly, especially a team like Central. So, yeah.
Okay, and now you guys have been completely dominating each and every team in the CMCSS Flag Football Conference. So could you describe what is the hunger like of these girls on your team, and just how much do they want to be the team that comes out on top tonight?
I mean, you know, everybody's competitive, and you know, everybody wants to win. You know, like I said, we go into every game with the expectation. You know, one of our mottos is expect to win, and we live by that. Everything that we do, we expect to win every rep. We expect to win in the classroom. We expect to win on the field, and they take.
All right, guys, we are back here after that interview with Coach King. It is game time here. West Creek offense got to start with the ball. They handed it off to Michaela Francis for that first play. Now we got Kinley Lewis. She'll take off down the right side, and Kat will get that flag pull.
Good play there by Kat, able to stay sound on Kinley Lewis, who gets slippery in the pocket, able to pull the flag there. Good play there by Vidovic.
And I think it's a good time for us to also, we didn't get to mention them, but we'll mention our keys to the game as we get going here. We do have the blow whistle, so we'll continue here on this second down. And if you haven't paid attention to flag football, the black lines are your first down. They're 20-yard markers, so you got to get to the line to go. So Kinley Lewis, she'll drop back. She'll look for Myrie Booker. That was Myrie Booker, unable to get that. It is third down.
Third down, early defensive stop here by Montgomery Central would be huge. Kinley Lewis looks a little rattled, had the short scramble on first down and just a duck on second down. It's going to be interesting to see what they do on a big third down to start the game.
No, I'll say there's one thing about Kinley Lewis. She does have something going on with her shoulder. I heard that from her mother, like diploids in the shoulder. So she was on a throw count for a while in the playoffs. Now she'll throw it. That ball is tipped. Michaela Francis cannot hang on to that one. It is an early fourth down, and it's going to probably result in the punt.
Probably going to result in the punt, like you said. Montgomery Central playing sound, the away team, and they come in and put pressure on Kinley Lewis immediately. They've had 2 straight rushes in her face, not really a lot of time to throw the ball, and it forces incompletions, and overall it's going to be a change of possessions here.
So while we have the chance going through this punt, let's talk a little bit about our keys to the game. We'll talk about Montgomery Central first. What's one thing they got to do, Trey?
Well, they got to stop the air raid, and they've done that so far. Just 2 incompletions and a short scramble for West Creek. They're playing sound through the air and rushing the passer.
All right, so here we go. Badusky, she's in the backfield. She'll drop back. She'll look first pass. That's caught by number 22. That is her girl, Joe Calazi.
Great play there by Lewandowski, staying in the pocket, throws a crosser across the middle of the field to her big receiver.
Joe Colosi, excuse me, is her name. She was actually a very big factor in her semifinals matchup against CHS, so look for her to be another key player here. Lewandowski drops back. She's going to roll to the right. She'll quickly find number 13.
Good play there by Lewandowski, able to roll out. They're going empty set, so it's going to be a lot of quick passes to the outside. And that was a designed rollout pass, and good play there by Lewandowski, able to find her receiver.
Yeah, good catch by Ashley Steele, the receiver number 13. So here we go. First down was required there by Montgomery Central. Lewandowski, she'll drop back. She'll look to her left, wide open. There's her girl, and Ashley will drop that one. She was wide open on what looked like to be a wheel.
Ashley Steele had the catch last time. A little bit tougher on that one. It's a deeper route. Possibly sun in her eyes. Maybe that's just a cold drop, and you can't have that if you want to build momentum.
Now, one thing we talked about Montgomery Central is limiting turnovers. So they've already done a good job so far. As Lewandowski will throw quickly to her girl, Joe. Joe will have that catch. Quick low gainage, third down.
It's been too short. It's been a short pass. They tried the long ball and another short pass. It's pretty obvious they don't want to run the ball. They've been in empty this whole drive.
Here we go, third down. Let's see what she looks for. Looking for Steele. Steele's got it. Good catch by Steele. She's on the left-hand side of the field. They get the first down, and that is major there for Montgomery Central.
That is major. Way to make up for the drop there by Steele. Able to haul it in, back shoulder. It was a great throw by Lewandowski, and that's big momentum for Montgomery Central.
So Montgomery Central, after having to start on defense first, their keys to the game, win the turnover battle. They did that very, very well in their last matchup, but still did not come out with the win. So what do they got to do here today, Trey?
I think, like you said, they just win the turnover battle. Last game was close, barely lost it. I think if they just played how they did last time.
And that was a little misplay right there, miscommunication there. Lewandowski, the quarterback, she was looking for her girl running back, little pitch play right there, because that's actually how they scored their their first touchdown in their last matchup, just a QB draw.
Didn't work out. The playbook kind of shrinks here down in the red zone. looks like we have a stoppage.
So we'll see what Audrey and the Montgomery Central Indians draw up here on second down.
And as the field gets more condensed, you see they put it back in the backfield, kind of expanding the playbook down here, I believe.
And it looks like they're in almost kind of in a man formation there as West Creek is. It's a quick QB snap. And looks like they pitched it, I believe, to number 8. Touchdown, Montgomery Central, Libby Domica.
Yeah, they ran the same play back-to-back times, just trying to get that pitch to the back. It's an option play, so if Lewandowski likes what he sees, he's going to keep it. Didn't like it there, pitched it, and then touchdown for Montgomery Central. Great first drive for the road team.
And they'll go for a 1-point conversion. Libby Dominica, is her name. She got the touchdown and a flag on the play.
Potential false start.
That's what I'm thinking too. Potential false start
Getting
there
the nerves
early.
out a little early, like
That's
you
what
said.
You mean. And that's tough. You don't ever want to make a 1-point conversion any farther than it has to be. The one thing that does suck about this sport, well, I wouldn't say suck, but you get to choose. You get a 1-point conversion or a 2-point conversion, and you can kind of see the lines out there. They're a black line. So right now they're doing a 1-point conversion, but it is past the 2-point conversion. So we'll see what they draw up.
A lot for a 1-point try here.
Lewandowski, she'll drop back. She'll look left, look right, firing right. That ball's kind of high, looking for Kat, her girl. There's Ireland with the interception. She's going down the left sideline. Beats 1, got to beat 2. She doesn't. But what a huge defensive stop there. Ireland, Lauren, that is her name, number 14. She came up with a big pick, by the way, in their last matchup. And today starts off hot, limiting the 1-point conversion. Here's the replay, or there was the replay.
Yeah, Montgomery Central hurt themselves with the penalty, made it a tougher situation than what it had to be. Lewandowski just looking to float it there into double coverage. It's a great play there by West Creek, able to pick it off, and only 6 points here for Montgomery.
Ireland's a tall girl, too. She's one of the bigger girls out there, so it's a great matchup on Kat, who is number 12 for Montgomery Central. Here's we're going to hand out to Michaela Francis. Michaela, she's a track runner. She's real fast. She gets by. I do believe she got the first down. Michaela Francis, number 3, gets it for them.
Yeah, like you said, got it there. This is their second drive of the game, and they actually ran the ball. Pretty surprising that first drive. They were all pass, and looks like they're trying to become more balanced here.
That's one thing we talked about, their keys to the game, offensive consistency. So they got a really good backfield. They really do, but they love to throw the ball, and, this is kind of like arena football, flag football is. They'll just kind of go and get going here. And you see Kenley Lewis, she's going to try and make a move. She's got good hip movement, but can't get away that time. The double pressure comes. I believe that was Steele on the flagpole, number 13, and yes, it was.
Steele had the big catch offensively, and then is playing very sound defensively as well. Very versatile player for Montgomery County, and she's playing very good. Montgomery Central, excuse me.
I was talking to Bill Youngquist, the coach, and he told me he's got 11 girls, and he says these girls go both sides of the ball. They're dogs, they hunt, and they can do it all. And so he says he just needs him 11 to 12 girls to get him through the game. So here we go. Kenley still drop pass. There's the Myrie Booker. She tries to force her way through. She's still going. She dropped the ball. She dropped the ball before she even had her flag pulled, but it is a first down.
Officials are going to call it dead, though, so no fumble there. It was a close call, though.
One thing about flag football, there is no fumble. There is no such thing. They hand the ball out here as there's the replay of Myrie. She's just kind of fighting her way through right there. There's no such thing as a fumble. Coach King has taught his girls when they run, hold the ball out as far as you can. It doesn't matter if they drop it. So here we go. Kenley Lewis, she'll drop back. She'll look left, finds Michaela Francis. Michaela running, trying to get around the edge. Can't do it. Good flag pull by, I think that is number 5. Excuse me, no, that was number 6. I think that was Audrey right there on the flag pull, the quarterback. So going both ways.
Good flag pull, able to get Michaela Francis right there, who's versatile in the backfield. Not a big gain there for West Creek.
All right, second down. Kenley, she'll drop back. Looking to her left. She's got a cannon. She fires up the middle. There's her girl, Nicole Cushenberry. Haven't heard her name called yet, but let me tell you, Nicole is a big asset to this team. She was our highlight player of the game for West Creek, and that is a first down.
Well, she is the asset to this team. It's a great catch. As you see, crossing route, able to attack the middle of the field. Good catch and run there for Cushenberry.
Indeed it is. So Cushenberry will get this offense going here quickly. She had 3 touchdowns. That's right, a hat trick in the semifinals matchup against Kirkwood. It was a dog fight.
They're going to give it to her right here.
Nicole down the right side. She makes one miss. She picks up the first down. That's a double reversal play. I've seen that play all year from West Creek. They love trickery here.
They love trickery, and they love getting the ball in their playmakers' hands, back-to-back plays, getting the ball in Cushionberry's hands, and it's been positive for them.
I think one thing about West Creek, too, is they have a very, very good wide receiver core. I could go on and on about the 4 ladies that are out there right now, but the 2 in certain are definitely Lacey Rodriguez and Nicole. They have been the highlight point as Kenley now drops back, has pressure in her face, tries to go to Michaela just over her hands, and it's second down.
Under pressure there, Montgomery Central's done a good job of putting pressure on Kaylee Lewis, making her uncomfortable in the pocket where she has to kind of step back and make some tough off-balance throws. That one could have been intercepted.
So, in case for the people at home that have never seen a flag football game, let's say there is a tackle for loss here, a flag pull on Kenley Lewis behind that stripe that they're at right now. They would still have to get to the end zone to complete the first down or the touchdown. There's MJ Anthony. MJ Anthony over the middle, number 29, great catch.
That was a great catch. Not on her like it should have been. Able to adjust for that ball midair, make a good catch, and keep the momentum going for West Creek. It's going to be a huge possession to see if you can answer Montgomery Central. Just plucks it out of the air right there. Really good catch.
And the fact that they started with the ball on offense and gave it up, so they really need this here. Big third down. We'll see what Aaron King draws up. Kenley Lewis, she motions Michaela. Michaela drops the snap. Trying to do a direct snap to Michaela Francis, and her hands are like concrete. I've heard the girl say that multiple times. She's not really that type of back that can get the ball into the air.
Yeah, it kind of hindered your offense on those third down situations when you have a back that can't really, catch it like that. It brings up a fourth down. This is going to be a huge play and very aggressive from West Creek.
I'll say one thing about aggressiveness. We have not seen much of aggression here from Montgomery Central. They played laid back. Here we go. Kenley drop back. She'll look, firing across the middle, looking for Nicole. It's tipped up in the air, and nobody comes down with it. Montgomery Central, a huge turnover stop, and a good job on fourth down.
Great play there, like you said, Montgomery Central. Kit Vidovic involved there, the tall blonde, able to knock the ball down. There was a lot of people there in that huddle, though. It would have been a miracle for West Creek to catch that.
And she was looking for Nicole Cushionberry, and if we had the replay, I believe Lacey Rodriguez on the right-hand side of the field was wide open. She was screaming with her hands, trying to get Kenley to throw the ball.
If you're West Creek here, you got to play sound defensively. You got to get your offense the ball back. You cannot go down 2 possessions.
All right, here we go. We'll see what Audrey's got for the Montgomery Central. She'll hand it out to number 27. She'll run with it. Good flag pull made by Leyland Mercado, number 6.
A good play there by Mercado. Short gain. We've seen a lot of just short runs from the line of scrimmage. Only Montgomery Central had that deep crosser, and West Creek had a deep crosser. But other than that, it's really just been who's consistent.
Brianna Stockland, she's number 27 here. Quick looking for Steele. Steele's not able to make the catch. Shayna Moore, number 4 on the defense there for West Creek. She was all over it. They're ready to make the flag pull.
Looking to run that design rollout with Steele. They ran it earlier and it worked. Right here, not so well off the hands of Steele. I believe that's her second drop. Hopefully she'll adjust later.
Third down. Here we go. Audrey in the backfield. She'll look to the right. She'll fly. Trying to fly it over Jess Barefield's hands. What a catch made by number 27, Rihanna Stockland. Humongous catch. Kind of a head top there on Jess Barefield, number 1 for West Creek.
Rihanna Stockland, great catch. Kind of just a prayer thrown there by Lewandowski. Stockling able to go up and get it. Megatron style over 2 defenders and able to just maintain her balance and keep going after the catch. That's a great play and momentum mover for Montgomery Central.
That's tough because that's a big first down, and now they only need to go about, looks to be 10 yards to get the next first down, so they'll go a quick QB snap. He'll flip it off to number 8. She will not get there. Number 8, of course, Libby. Libby unable to get the first down. That flag pull was, I believe, by Jess Barefield, number 1.
West Creek's playing a lot more. I mean, they sent 2 people there. They sent Mercado and another rusher, but they're playing pretty laid back with, looks like a zone style, if you'd call it that.
So one thing about flag football, the girls have to stay 5 yards off the ball before they can go. So you'll see that they'll send Leyland Mercado. Now Audrey, she'll look to the middle. She's got a girl.
Good catch.
Big up, go, and catch. That was number 22, Joe Colozzi. She was huge, and I think a good thing to mention is size. Size matters in flag football, and Montgomery Central has everything with size.
Yeah, Stockling originally, and then Colosi now, both tall receivers able to make plays for their offense.
She was right over there. I mean, there was 3 West Creek girls right on that replay there. So here we go, Audrey going to do a quick pitch there, and that one is dropped. I think Layla Marcado's finally had enough, but she kind of had an idea when you see Audrey running at you for like the 3rd time this time.
Mercado's been, she's been blitzing 3 straight times, able to land a hit there on Lewandowski. Hopefully no ill will there, but it was a good play there by Mercado, just able to disrupt the play.
So Lewandowski on a 3rd down here. Just needs to be real simple. She'll go to Joe. Joe makes the catch. Flag pull by Shayna Moore, and that is a 1st down for the Indians.
Yeah, just a short play there, like you said. Just play it safe, pick up the, move the chains. West Creek's going to play back because of the 5-yard rule, and able to move the chains there and hopefully go up 2 possessions here, which would be huge.
All right, so
Lewandowski, it's a duck.
oh, and it's intercepted by Ireland Lauren. She'll go off her 2nd pick already. Humongous needed that play, got a hand on the ball. How about that? Ireland Lauren, she gets 2 interceptions, comes up major on the defense.
Able to read it there. Just a duck thrown by Lewandowski. Just triple coverage. No chance of the receiver to get it there. If you're the West Creek offense, you've got to answer your defense with a huge interception.
So we're actually going to take this time real quick. I got Ashley Roberts down on the sideline. We're going to send it down to here. She's got something for us.
The West Creek Coyotes are struggling to find their rhythm to start this 1st half. Montgomery Central, they're really doing a great job of taking advantage of the slow start being made by the Coyotes. There's still quite a bit of time left in this 1st half, as we saw the West Creek number 8, Miss Ireland Lauren, have 2 really impressive interceptions just a couple of possessions ago. So, guys, it's looking up for both teams, and West Creek still looking to even out the score. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Ashley, and well said indeed. Lauren has been major here. Kenley Lewis looks over the middle, and Kat intercepted the turnover battle. Major Kat trying to go down the left side, and that is a tough way to give one up.
Yeah, that's not how you help out your defense. Throwing an interception to Kat Vidovic, who's been all over the field this game. Just not a good read there. Vidovic, massive, like we said, able to just barely jump off the ground and pluck it out of the air for Montgomery Central.
I believe she was looking for MJ Anthony over the middle there, but Kat is just, she's the tallest girl out there. I believe she's standing at 6 foot, and she's got a long wingspan, so she's going to get anything like that. So here we go, another pitch, trying to go quickly there, but a good wrap up there by Shayna Moore, number 4.
Shayna Moore, you've said her name a few times, very good at pulling the flags down, doesn't really lose grounding in her tackling, not tackling, but her approach to get the runner down.
Her flag pulling indeed. It's actually those 2 front ones. Layla Marcado and Shannon Moore, they do a great job of matching up together. Lewandowski in the backfield, 2nd down. Doesn't have to go very far to get the 1st. She'll throw quickly, looking for steal. Was not looking for a steal. She was looking for Rihanna. Rihanna did not make the catch.
Didn't make the catch there, partially because Mercado just keeps blitzing at Lewandowski, keeps trying to knock her head off. Not literally, but is putting immense pressure on the quarterback, making it tough. You see Lewandowski kind of squatting down right now, maybe a bit fatigued.
Maybe a bit fatigued already here. It is a nice hot day. 3rd down here. Like I said, you just got to get to that nice little, I believe the 3rd down is, yep, they're just going to go short. That's all you had to get for the 1st down. That pass was caught by Kat Vidovic, number 12, who made that interception just a second ago.
Just short concept, able to get the 1st down. And if you're Lewandowski here, you can't have another one of those red zone turnovers after your defense got you the ball back. Can't do anything stupid here.
Now the good thing is, it's a long way to go here for a touchdown. 1st down, looking, intercepted! Intercepted! We talked about a defensive battle. How about that? Zaya Singletary, number 10 for West Creek with the interception.
Yeah, I guess I kind of jinxed her. Singletary able to jump it right there, right into her hands, able to get some run after the interception. I mean, is it even building momentum for either side if they keep turning the ball over?
I was just about to ask you the question. Who is going to get their offense in a rhythm here right now? Here we go. Kenley Lewis, not much time to work with. 1:26 on the clock. I believe the clock should stop after every play. She'll drop back. She'll roll to her left. Going to cut back to her right, fell on her knees, and I'm pretty sure if she fell on her knees, I think the whistle
Knees
blew
down.
dead.
That's a sack. Kinley Lewis obviously frustrated with the call. West Creek pleading their case here.
Yeah, I think
Knee was down, though.
I think they're trying to claim that it's only when the ball touches the ground, not when the player does. But I don't know if they're going to get that one, of course, so they'll back them up. So now they're going to have to go a little bit farther, I believe. I don't think it's the first black line on your screen. I believe it's the second black line that they're looking for.
Kinley Lewis, though, dealing with that shoulder, like you said earlier, it's kind of affecting her confidence in the pocket.
Kinley will throw to Myrie Booker. She'll catch it. They don't. I'll tell you what. For the center, she plays that center role. They don't normally throw to her, but she's been the only real option open today here. She's already got 3 catches.
Well, it's just the quick game. I mean, she's underneath, and Lewis obviously isn't looking to take any deep shots. Already has the 2 turnovers. Playing really passive here.
I want to see what our sideline guy says, if that's a first down or not, because I don't know if the ball was behind that black line or in front of it. That will determine on whether or not, yep, he's going to signal third down, I think. So this is huge right here. I mean, Kenley's got an arm. Let me tell you, we know both these quarterbacks can let it fly. But Montgomery Central, they're very smart. They're going to drop back right here. You don't need to play anything smart. You got the height advantage. You're just looking to bat the ball down.
I just think if you're Kinley Lewis, you got to look for Cushenberry, someone who's made a play this game across the middle of the field, and it's a huge third down.
Here we go. She'll look back, dropping back, looking for Nayliana Beasley. Nayliana Beasley gets one, gets through, and almost got past the last defender. Nayliana Beasley, humongous catch. May I remind you, she had the 2-point conversion catch in overtime last time to get them the dub at Montgomery Central.
Coming up clutch on third down. Lewis just throws it and goes up and gets it. Beasley able to move and get momentum for West Creek.
Now Kinley going left side, dropping, finds Nicole. Nicole gonna try and make some moves. Running and does get a look, gets good yardage right there. Flag pull by number 4. That was Madeline Hill for Montgomery Central. It is second down, but huge game.
Cushenberry, very explosive. Good flag pull there. Very tough to pull Nicole Cushenberry's flag. It looks like the officiating crew's looking at the spot. Back-to-back times this drive.
I believe West Creek just took a timeout with 13 seconds to go. So obviously these are quick halves. I mean, you got 40 minutes in the entire ball game to get going, and I think it's one thing to hit on our key plays here for West Creek.
Yeah, offensive consistency hasn't been a thing for West Creek. They've turned the ball over. Kinley Lewis not playing confident, not playing how she should play with how good she's been this season.
But I think they know it's going to be a grubby matchup. So here we go. 13 seconds left on the clock. Clock is rolling quickly, and a timeout called by, possibly a timeout called. 13 seconds, roll the clock. I think that was an accidental
Clock operation.
Clock roll. So we'll go back to 13 seconds.
Gives West Creek a little more time here.
Gives West Creek another time to do it. Says 7 on our screen, but they have 13. So Kinley Lewis, she'll drop back. She'll look deep. Gonna throw. Kind of look like the head with shoulder hits. Almost caught. Nicole almost makes a major catch, and wow, tough drop.
Tough drop, tough throw, but shout out to Kinley Lewis, just able to get it in Cushenberry's area. Bad drop, but Montgomery Central, they did have a person there kind of maybe threw off the vision for Cushenberry on that drop.
Yeah, I believe that was number 8 back there. I think that was Libby that got kind of in the way and made it a little tough. So here we go. Kinley Lewis, she'll drop back. Going to roll to her left. She's going to take off right here. Gets the first down. Gets more than a first down. Gets a flag pull. I hear the bell going off, and yes, the refs will signal. That is halftime. Your score. We said it's going to be a low-scoring game. 6-0, the Indians lead.
Yeah, it's low scoring. Not much to talk about offensively, but defensively, let's talk about the major interceptions. Well, I say major, but they didn't really do anything with it for West Creek. Irene Lauren now has 7 interceptions this season, 2 in this game, but they didn't do anything off that, so they're not capitalizing off these turnovers, and it's really hurting their offense.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, and we knew it was going to be a defensive turnover battle. I think Montgomery Central is still right now winning the turnover battle, which is one of our key points, but I think right now West Creek needs to just settle in. You got the hometown crowd behind you. Offensively right now, that was a decent drive. Like, they're at the end, like, they were putting some stuff together. They were rushed by the clock a little bit. I think that's why Kinley Lewis was forced to kind of try and make something happen. But I think right now she's just got to lock it in. They got to take their time and settle into this game here. Again, it's only a 6-point ball game. So you score one time, put a 1-point conversion on the board, you're leading.
I mean, you were telling me last time when West Creek went to play Kirkwood kind of changed up the way that West Creek was expecting them to play. I mean, I guess Montgomery Central's been doing that as well, kind of rattling the Coyotes here. Oh, let's take a look at some highlights. There's one of the interceptions of the two that Ireland Lauren had. Thank you very much. 7 on the season, like we said, she's a ball hawk. And it's just very defensive game. We expected this, but just here's Lewis able to find Cushenberry. Have to see more of that in the second half.
That was like one of the only positive plays that West Creek really had.
One of the only ones, like you said, and it's just been a lot of Cushenberry carrying the offense. Lewis is rattled, though, has that shoulder problem like you mentioned earlier.
There was that deliver to MJ Anthony. That was a good offensive sequence, and again, they didn't have nothing after that. I believe they lost it right down to 4th down conversion.
And
How
this,
about
for
that
me,
catch?
that's play of the half. That was a fantastic catch.
That was
Rihanna Stockling.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a great catch there. That right there, another interception.
That was Ireland's second interception. The first one was on a 1-point conversion. That one mattered more because it was the stop and touchdown.
And then here's Kat Vidovic getting in the action. Defensively, had an interception there. So we've seen all these two quarterbacks. They've been turnover prone just like they were last game. It's kind of looking like the same game.
It is exactly looking like the same game. I would not be surprised right here. Both of these teams come out of the half, and they are firing. I guarantee you, West Creek is not going to go shutless after this half.
And you brought up the receivers for West Creek. Got to get them more involved. From both sides, I've just seen just short running plays. You know, I feel like with this kind of game, this kind of environment, you got to be aggressive. Got to take some more shots down the field. Some safe shots down the field. Not throwing into triple coverage like both of these quarterbacks have been doing.
And I think the one thing that's going to matter here is that a lot of these girls have experience on this stage, okay? That this is not some of these girls' first championship. This goes for both sides of the ball, too. These girls have been here. They've done that. They understand that we got 20 minutes left here to make some magic happen. And I should not be rushed if I'm Kenley Lewis. I should not be worried if I'm Lewandowski, the quarterback from Montgomery Central. I'm taking my time. I'm going through my reads, and I'm finding my girls that are open. And this is what you need to do. Defensively right now, you could say both teams are playing great defensively.
Right.
So offense just has to figure out what they're going to do to get on the board.
Well, you got 20 minutes to figure it out. This is your season. And we'll see what happens here. Who will be the better team in the second half? That's all that matters. First half is over. It happened 6-0. We'll see what happens here.
So Montgomery Central, they will get the ball to start this final 20-minute half in the championship game. The crowd's starting to get into it. They're feeling excited. It's ball time here. Lewandowski, she's going to fake the handoff to Steele. No, she did give it to Steele. Steele runs down the right side. Flag pull by number 4. No, excuse me, sorry. It was number 4. Shayna Moore got the flag pull.
It's been a lot of Ashley Steele behind the line of scrimmage, catching 2 short passes this game and getting a run there. Just short concepts. I'm not sure playing it safe with a 6-point lead is smart. I'd still keep my foot on the pedal, to be real with you.
Second down. Lewandowski. Fake handoff to Steele. Looking over the middle, she's got Rihanna. Rihanna takes off. Flag pulled by Caitlin Mercado. That's her first time calling her name, but a first down for the Indians.
Good catch there by Rihanna Stockling. Called her name earlier. Had that great catch in the first half, and she's someone we didn't really talk about in the pregame, and she showed up to play at this championship game. Good for her. Able to show up for her team and able to help her quarterback find some good completions.
Lewandowski now, she'll roll to the right-hand side, looking, there's Steele. Steele makes a great catch. Flag pulled by Shayna Moore. The question is, did she get the first down? I think they do, and they do mark it as the first down.
No matter what game West Creek is playing in, you will always hear Shayna Moore called for pulling flags. She's very good at that. One of the leaders on this defense. But Montgomery Central moving. Lewandowski making a call to her coach.
Shayna Moore, Defensive Player of the Week multiple times throughout this season. Just a little hint on that. So here we go, Lewandowski in the backfield. She's going to run it herself. She'll hand it off to number 8. That's Libby. Libby will go nowhere with it. Great flag pull right there by Leylin Mercado.
Oh, shocker. Mercado brought up again in the broadcast. Mercado and Moore, like you said earlier, very stout at pulling those flags and causing short gains.
So second down, a while to go here until they get their first down. Will we see a shot if they don't get something going right here? Empty backfield. It's a quick throw to Joe. Joe makes the catch. She'll try and go anywhere, but again, Shayna Moore is right all over it.
Shayna Moore all over it. Still a positive play for Montgomery Central. It's going to bring up third down. This is going to be a big play in this game. If you're West Creek, how are you going to answer this drive by Montgomery Central?
Here we go. Big third down. Got to have it here for West Creek. Leyland tries to get back there. A quick throw looking for Steele. Steele's got it. Steele makes a major catch. Fotopoulos was on that flag pull back there.
Looked like Steele's catch earlier in the game. We'll show you two right here. Lewandowski, good touch. And Steele, breadbasket, able to make the catch on the left side. And a big play there for Montgomery Central.
That's a great route right there from Steele. She has been doing it up all day. Our highlight player was Kat Vidovic, but it should have been Steele. She is on one right now. As now Lewandowski, she'll roll out. She'll throw quickly to Libby. Libby won't have nothing to go. Shayna Moore will get that one, and it is second down.
Hasn't been, something I've noticed, there hasn't been a lot of pressure on Lewandowski in the pocket. She's kind of been staying down where she's meant to be and delivering good passes. For Lewis, for West Creek, it's been a lot of under pressure, back foot, escaping the pocket. So it's been two different defensive approaches. And if I'm West Creek, I'm looking to be more aggressive defensively.
Lewandowski rolling out on the right side. Leyland tries to get to her throw to Rihanna. Rihanna's got the catch right there. It's been the same three girls I've called all day. Rihanna, Steele, and you could throw Kat in there as well. You got Joe. So those four girls have just been absolutely electric. Huge third down coming up.
Huge indeed, third and goal. This for a potential two-possession lead. 4 minutes into the second half. We'll see what happens here. Looks like they have a back in the backfield.
Lewandowski, wouldn't be surprised she takes off. Wouldn't know she won't. She'll fake right over the middle. There's Rihanna. Rihanna makes the catch. West Creek is now down. That is a touchdown for Montgomery Central.
Rihanna Stockling having a game. Able to haul it in right there. A little trickery with the motion and the back in the backfield. Causes Stockling to go across the middle. No one near her. I could have caught that.
Here we go. 1 point conversion right here. Lewandowski rolling out right. Going to throw quickly. And that's a nice catch right there. That was Joe Caluzzi.
Good catch there. Able to haul it in on the rollout to the right side. Still celebrating. 13-0 here at West Creek High School. Montgomery Central looking for an upset.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to answer right here. You only got 50. There's still time to do it. 15 minutes here, but they're going to need an answer quick. That is for sure.
Get the ball in Cushenberry's hands and see what she can do. That's what I do. They got two backs in the backfield. Different set here from West Creek. Haven't seen that a lot.
All right, Kenley Lewis, she'll drop back. She's going to look to her right. She'll find Nicole Cushenberry. Nicole gets to the outside. She'll make a move. Another move. Great move by Nicole Cushenberry, gaining the first down. And with that being said, we're going to have to take this opportunity. We're going to send it down to Ashley Roberts. She's got something down there on the sideline.
Yes, guys, head coach Aaron King for the Coyotes. He was not very pleased with the performance of his team during that first half. As I was hovering over their huddle, Coach King says, we are so much better than that. So he's looking for his team leaders in Nicole Cushenberry and Kenley Lewis to step up and start making something happen for their team tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Ashley. And that being said, Nicole has made a great play already. Gets them that first down, which is key. That was a quick little pitch to Michaela Francis. She makes a couple moves. It's second down.
Quick little pitch, and West Creek went with a stack set. They put all the receivers on the right side. Give a back in the backfield, give them the ball. All the action is down the field, so you give your back the ball, and they can get some yards there. It's a good play design.
All right, so first down was granted right there to West Creek. They got to make it all the way to the next 20. Let's see what Kenley Lewis can dial up. She'll drop back. Pressure coming to her right. She'll take off. She's going. She's got room to run. She's got nice hips. Makes a nice hip move, but a good flag pull there by Steele.
Good flag pull there by Steele. Steele's been very good offensively and defensively. Coach Youngquist, you brought it up earlier. Coach Youngquist said his players play both sides of the ball very well. Able to show it there and pull the flag on Lewis, who's a very good runner.
Kenley Lewis, second down, 13 minutes remaining, down by 13. you would say this is mostly you need to score right here because possessions are limited.
Oh, it's your season. You don't score here.
Kenley flag from the backfield. I think that might be a blocking foul as Lacey Rodriguez is going to continue to make magic happen. We got a girl down on the field as well. Ooh, looks like Kat's down there as well.
Big collision there.
Like Kat and Lewandowski, the quarterback.
It was teammates.
Teammates colliding. Good job by Lacey, but just I think that's going to come back.
Lewandowski, hands on knees, a little rattled. See what happens here in our replay.
Oh! Lewandowski just took out Kat. I mean, she was diving for the play right there, just couldn't have it.
Looks like both girls are going to be okay. Nothing wrong with getting a little dirty here in flag football.
Now, this is key. Flag on the offense right there. I was correct. So, you can block for your quarterback, but you kind of almost have to set like a screen for basketball. So, feet got to be planted. I think Michaela Francis was moving on that. So, they'll be pushed back 5 yards. We'll see what Kenley Lewis can draw up. Great move, but a great pull there. Number 7, Rihanna Stockland. She is coming up big today.
Yeah, Stockling, for me, she's player of the game. She has the touchdown, had the big catch in the first half, able to get a sack right there. Just came to play. Montgomery Central in general has come to play. West Creek can't really get their feet out of the mud.
Yeah, they're flipping. They're trying to flip the script real quick here right now. I mean, they understand that they are working hard. 3rd down and a long ways to go. Kenley is going to have to make some magic happen with that shoulder. She throws it right to the defense. I don't know what she was looking for right there. Almost interception by, I believe, number 15.
It was 16. Casey Dolan almost had a pick. Had a flagpole earlier. That was a good defense possession for her. And if you're West Creek, you got to go here.
So 4th down, got to have it, obviously. 11 minutes left here. I don't think Kenley can make this throw right now. If I were to tell you if her shoulder was okay, she could probably make a throw 20 yards. But right now, I haven't seen anything that prompts me that she's going to make that throw. So
they're going with that stack set,
audible.
Flick it.
That is Luiana Merriweather right there, number 30. That's actually their backup quarterback, if you didn't know. She's able to make plays, but she just takes it off her own. I think that was probably supposed to be designed as a flip pass play.
I believe it was. Either designed from an overall standpoint of, hey, the backup's in, they might throw it, but just fully committed to the run there with the backup quarterback. And just a turnover. Good pull there by Vidovic, who's played very good defensively. So 10 minutes, 10:30 and ticking. Big play there by Montgomery Central's defense.
So here we go. 10 minutes remain in this championship matchup. A fake pass and, miscommunication. Lewandowski is down.
She is down for the count. Looks like she got hit in the ribs. Hopefully just got the wind knocked out of her.
We will see what they say to do, and this is unfortunate. You don't want to see this right here in a championship game.
Back up on her feet.
She seems to be good walking it off. Adrenaline's pumping, so you know she's got to be ready to go.
Lewandowski's been on the ground a few times this game. Mentally strong, Montgomery Central's quarterback.
So the refs are, looks like Lewandowski's going to come out. She's going to the sideline. This is interesting right here. Maybe looking at a
backup
protocol.
Quarterback. I mean, you're up 2 possessions. You know, you can play this a little conservative if you're Montgomery Central. The clock is ticking.
So I think in comes is that number 15 or 16 out there, Trey?
Might be 16. Might be Casey Dolan, who had the dropped pick earlier.
Casey Dolan. She'll drop back. She'll take off to her right. Layla Marcado's going to take advantage of the rookie QB right there, and she'll get a huge flag pull. It is 3rd down.
Even with a 3rd down, I just don't expect to see a throw if it's not Lewandowski. Mercado, we've called her name, able to pull the flag there of the backup quarterback.
Yeah, they just got to be smart, and I think Lewandowski's back in the game.
Might just be a run here.
I believe Lewandowski has the ball. Yes, she is. She's in the game right now. She'll drop back, look to her left. She'll throw, looking for steal. Great hands by Caitlin Marcado. Bats it down. It's 4th down, and I guarantee you Montgomery Central's going to punt.
Yeah, both Mercados doing their thing defensively. Played very good. Able to break it up there and force, in all likelihood, a Montgomery Central punt.
We'll see what Montgomery Central's kind of looking at right here. I don't. Looking.
So Montgomery
fourth
Central's
down.
going.
They still got their offense on the field.
Crowd getting loud here at West Creek High School.
8:50. Time is ticking.
Clock is ticking.
This is tough.
Coach
right here.
Youngquist talking with the officiating crew.
Coach Youngquist probably knows something right now that everybody else does. The time is still running. I think what he did right there was just waste all his
Bring
time.
him out and waste some time.
That was
yeah.
actually really, really smart. Something you don't get to see from the other team is he took all his time right there. He knew he had the play clock, waited all the way down to the last minute, and they'll punt the ball.
Yeah, and Coach Youngquist said there was no shot his team was going for it right there. Just flip the field and put some more pressure on the Coyotes.
Well, Coyotes are definitely going to have an answer now with 8 remaining in this final half of play. Kenley Lewis, the senior quarterback, trying to make a defining moment right here. She's going to Campbellsville University along with 3 of her other girls. She'll drop back. She'll throw to Lacey Rodriguez. This is a look that got him a touchdown last time. Won't do it here, but Lacey makes the catch.
Yeah, you really got to go fast here. Under 8 minutes. Faster than normal. This game's been very fast-paced, but you got to go quicker. Just once again, I'm going to sound like a broken record here, but you got to get the ball to Cushenberry. She's the only receiver that's really made an impact down the field, someone that Lewis can rely on for the deep shots.
It's tough, and I think Montgomery Central's doing a great job of taking away in the middle. They got 3 girls there. When they drop back, right there, as you can see, they got a good look. So here we go. She'll roll back. She'll look for Nicole. She has Nicole. Nicole tries to flip the script, go the other way. Makes a miss, and a flag pull right there. There's number 16. There's Dowlin. She'll make it 3rd down.
Good pull there by Casey Dowlin. Backup quarterback, 1 possession. Flag pulling next possession. Just shows you the versatility of all these girls for their flag football teams.
Emily Lewis, 6 minutes remaining.
This is shocking, though, for West Creek
This
offensively to stall this
If
bad.
if they go out shutless right here, they have no clue what the play call is right now. They're lost.
Just confused on
They're
a 3rd down.
absolutely lost.
It's not something that can happen.
3rd down, here we go, flip play. This is what they were trying to draw up earlier. There's the play down the field. Nicole drops it. Oh my goodness, she drops it.
That is a killer drop. That is the exact play to run right there. You get your backup quarterback in, throws a very good ball right there. Wasn't a pretty spiral, but still off the hands of Cushenberry. That is a killer drop. Could have potentially scored right there. And could have put the defense back on the field with like 6 minutes.
Well, here we go, 4th down.
This is the
This is a
season.
make or break. This is a really big make or break. Kenley Lewis, she'll just take off right here. Can she get it? She got it. She definitely got it. The flag pull was made by Dow, I believe, made the flag pull. But Kenley Lewis takes off smart. Just get the 1st down. But now we got to go.
Smart to get the 1st, but still just killer. Your best receiver drops your season, basically.
That is
On
tough.
the line right there.
Here we go, Kenley Lewis. He's got Michaela Francis in the backfield. She'll drop back. Kayla tries to set a screen. She will, and what a flag pull.
Oh, shocker. Stockling again. That's her 2nd one.
Rihanna Stockling. She has been everywhere today. Makes a humongous flag pull. 5 minutes is what it comes down to. 2nd down, a while to go. Coach Youngquist on the sideline. Can't see him on your screen. He is pointing to the girls. Time. We have time. Sit back and relax. Kenley, she'll drop. Looking across the middle. Can't get it. That ball was batted, I believe.
It was batted. Incomplete, a duck there.
And this is tough. The clock is still ticking. I think you get 2 timeouts a quarter. So if I'm King, we got to make a decision here, and we got to make a decision fast.
Best ball that's been thrown this possession has been by Luana Merriweather, the backup quarterback. I don't think they're going to look for her to take over this drive. They're going to keep going with Lewis, who's been their girl all season.
Here we go, Lewis. She'll roll to the right, tries to make a move, does make a move. She's going to take off on 3rd down. She's going to take off on 3rd down. You got so long to go. You still got 20 yards. Kat Vidovic, great job right there pulling the flag, and this is a tough situation. You're still looking at a very long 4th down.
And Lewis just talked with Coach King on the sideline. Maybe didn't know the down.
think they. You just gotta know. You gotta know that right there. That is a key situation. You gotta throw the ball. Now right here, there is no such thing. You gotta have a humongous fourth down with 3 minutes still to go. She'll drop back. She's just gonna throw everything left in her arm. Frank, throw, picked up. It's caught.
Off the deflection and a flag.
It's caught. Flag on the play. I think maybe that stopped the time. It does stop the time. So you have 3 minutes and 40 remaining. It does not stop the time. They're still running.
Appreciate it.
They're still running the clock.
That's a heads-up play. I'm curious what the flag is. Clock is.
Wow, that was a.
Crowd's getting rowdy
Crowd
here.
is getting rowdy.
Fishing crew still talking.
Here's a
It's
replay.
gonna be a first down. Heads up play there by Cushenberry. A drop pick right into her hands.
I don't even know if she knew that was coming. I think. That should have been an
Just,
interception, but it bounced off of her, then bounced off another West Creek girl, then back into Cole's hands. So
And it's West Creek's ball.
here we go, 3:24. Kenley's got to have something here quickly. First down, drop back throw, interception.
Killer.
Interception. Kenley Lewis just unbelievable. I mean, just right to the defense. I think she just had her eyes on Lacey, and there's
Quarterback threw a pick to a quarterback. Lewandowski able to pick it off. Wow.
Well, I think that
Might
I
be
think
coffin nails
that-
there, Mr. Frost.
it might be coffin and nails. All Montgomery Central just take care of the football right here. You don't do nothing stupid. Lewandowski, it's a nobody in the backfield. She'll drop back. She'll throw quickly to Cat. There's Cat, makes the catch. Flag pulled by Shayna Moore. So Trey, we as we come closer here, we'll get close to our player of the game. Obviously, we'll talk about it when the bell finally rings. But here we go, second down, Lewandowski.
Just looking to milk as much time as possible.
She'll throw late there. That could have.
I don't understand why they're just not running the ball. I mean, you have about 2 minutes left to play. At worst, you give West Creek the ball back with under 2 minutes.
So third down. I think they're finally going to put Libby, number 8, in the backfield.
Looks like we have some stoppage here.
Timeout or something was called. Stop. The clock is stopped. 1:58. Third down. Defense has to, you got to have it. This is the truth.
How about Montgomery Central, though? Able to come in here, home of the Coyotes.
Flag on the
So
play.
we have a flag.
Time will stop.
Montgomery
starting
Central,
again.
they stopped the air raid, and with the turnover battle, it was really close both sides, but I believe Montgomery Central won that as well.
Yeah, I think honestly Montgomery Central hit their keys to the game perfectly. They won it could have gone both ways because Ireland did have those big interceptions for West Creek, but I think Montgomery Central capitalized on their turnovers was the key point.
Right. And West Creek obviously played with a chip on their shoulder, but
Not enough.
not enough
Chip.
at all.
Here we go. Third down for the Indians. Lewandowski, she'll hike the ball. Looking, just going to fire out of the backfield to, I believe that is Libby. Yep, she'll make the catch. Libby will go nowhere. It is fourth down. I wonder if Coach Youngquist just says, screw it, let's just stay on the field right here on the fourth down. No, he won't. He'll punt the ball.
Punt the ball.
I was just saying that
change
because
the
they're so
field.
close to the first. You get that first down right there.
Yeah,
That's-
get the first down. It's definitely coffin nails.
So he'll punt. 1:47 remains here. West Creek's got to have basically a Hail Mary and save as much time as their clock as they can. There's no such thing as running, so
Need some quick explosives for West Creek. It's gonna, offensive approach is probably just gonna be chucking it down the field.
now time out
Backyard
here.
football.
Now time out here. I was right. That offense is staying on the field.
They're gonna look to
They're gonna-
ice it
they're
with
gonna
their
look to ice
offense.
They're gonna look to ice it.
I'm feeling a Lewandowski run.
I was just thinking the same.
That's what I'm feeling.
Lewandowski with Libby to her right or left.
Give
Little
it,
pitch.
give it to Lewandowski, who's been on the ground a few times this game.
Well,
Give it to her. Let her have this moment for Montgomery Central, for her, for the school.
she's very close. We'll see what timeout maybe taken by somebody else. Oh,
Maybe
no, they're gonna punt. They're gonna punt. Okay.
Youngquist did the same thing. Brought out the girls again, wasting time.
Well, I don't know what time he was waiting. Maybe trying to just throw them off. I don't know. But I mean,
Yeah,
there was no time running there.
a little bit of trolling from Coach Youngquist potentially.
I don't know what he was looking for right there. So
We did
All right.
did bring it up earlier. Former West Creek PE teacher.
here we go. Kenley Lewis, 147. Gotta at least try and put some points on the board. Surprised they haven't gone with the backup quarterback yet. Nicole makes a catch. She's got to make some magic happen. She won't do it. Steele with a nice flag pull.
Good play there by Steele. Called her name a lot in the first half. A little quieter in the second half, but she's still playing a great ball. Good flag pull there on Cushenberry.
I'll tell you what. I mean, I could be wrong, but we might have to have a conversation of Steele and Rihanna who the player of the game is, because Steele has made great plays on both ends of the field. With that being said, though, Kenley Lewis, she'll take the snap, first down. She's going to look back to drop back throw and cover the two people off the hands of Colosi.
Good pressure there by Rihanna Stockling, able to get in the face of Lewis, affecting the throw slightly. It was still a double coverage throw. But overall, Montgomery Central, man,
They
they
have
have been
just come
sound defensively.
They have been great offensively. Offensively, they haven't been super amazing, but they've been enough. Obviously, 13 points is all it seems to have taken here, and quarterback just miscommunication. She just threw it just down the field. Intercepted by number 22, Joe Colosi, and that, my friend, I believe is the icing on the cake.
That's, yep, icing on the cake, like you said, Mr. Frost. Just another interception there. And obviously not much you can do. You're looking to drive down the field, two-possession game, and only about a minute left to play. A little over a minute left to play, and there's not much you can do. And Montgomery Central, about 40, 50 minutes from here, able to come into the home of the Coyotes, and
About a 40-minute drive, yeah.
about a
About
40-minute
40-minute
drive, yeah. Able to come in here and show out.
This is dominant performance here from Montgomery Central. At the looks of it right now, they're going to be back-to-back in the flag football championship game. So here we go. Levinsky, she's in the backfield. She's going to, let's see if they run the ball. That'd be an interesting thing. They hike it, and they'll take a knee. Okay, so they're doing just like a QB kneel formation here. Run the clock out.
And West Creek can
Taking
use a
timeout.
timeout, I believe.
I mean, you're going to try everything you can if you're Aaron King. You're not just going to sit down and lay over.
Yeah, just scratching and clawing at this point, but
If I'm Aaron King, I want to put at least some points on the board. I mean, if I can get the ball back with at least 30 seconds and try something. There's no onside kicks either, so even if they score, there's nothing they can truly do.
I just think overall Montgomery Central throughout this whole game, they've just shown more toughness. In all honesty, more toughness offensively, defensively. They've played very sound. They've had turnovers, but at the same time, they've responded off their turnovers.
I mean,
with positive plays, and West Creek hasn't really done that.
how about the consistency of every game between these two?
Right.
It always comes down to one play. And you could argue that this one came down to really a couple more because it's a zero score. West Creek's got 0 on the board, but
Right. That Cushenberry drop earlier, that was
hurt. So here we go, second down. I wonder if they'll throw it or if they'll go for another QB. They'll do another QB kneel. So,
clock keeps running here.
I wonder why the ball is not. They spotted the ball. There we go. They spotted the ball the first time when she kneeled at the line again. That time they'll finally spot the ball where she kneeled at. But third down, clock still rolling, and I think King's he's got his girls lined up on the sideline. There's the Montgomery Central parents on our screen. They seem to be happy. They realize what's going on here. Clock is dying out. One more kneel, and it will do it.
Crowd realizing it here at West Creek High School.
Silent.
Just hear a pen drop.
You can hear a lot drop. So there you go, folks. You will have it. Your 2025 Women's Flag Football Champions, back-to-back. The Montgomery County High School Indians take the dub at West Creek.
Yeah, and well-deserved. Came in on the road with an upset against the undefeated, well, now not undefeated, but coming into it undefeated West Creek Coyotes. Great overall showing from Montgomery Central, able to come in here and win that championship.
So while we look at the replay here, I believe this is the replay of our second half. We'll talk a little bit about our keys to the game. Not our keys to the game, sorry. Player of the game. There we go. I think we both have an idea here. We're thinking number 27.
Yeah, Rihanna Stockling.
Rihanna Stockling. We're going to guarantee her. She is our player of the game for the Montgomery County Indians. She was all over the field today, had some humongous sacks. Had, I believe, I know she had one touchdown for sure, that icing.
Yeah, 2 sacks, like you said, 1 touchdown, like you said, and had that beautiful catch in the first half over 2 defenders. I believe it was a 3rd down as well. Lewandowski able to find her on that right sideline.
So we'll take a look here. You guys are watching the recap of what this kind of second half was. There's Lacey Rodriguez. That was the play that actually got called back. That was another big explosive play that unfortunately just came back right to him. There's a big play right there by our player of the game, number 27.
Stockling, yeah.
She's talking her smack. She's letting them know we're here. And that's for sure what it was. They won in a dominant fashion.
Played very good ball. And still celebrating, obviously. Hard fought all season for Montgomery Central. Maybe West Creek came in with their heads a little too high.
I don't know. We will cover the award ceremony as well. So we will definitely we'll get to see the Montgomery County, the Indians crowned, for sure.
You see Coach Youngquist talking with his guys. But, yeah, overall, Montgomery Central did a fantastic job throughout the game. They stopped the air raid of West Creek. Only really saw, like 3 big plays, and one of them was a deflection that shouldn't have even been caught, in all honesty, by Cushenberry.
So I'll tell you what, let's do something like this. What did you see from West Creek right now that you think they should build on going into their next season? This is obviously their 3rd year in the championship. Obviously, nothing to not be proud of. An undefeated record. They did the same thing in their first season when they went undefeated and won the championship. This year, unfortunately, just one step close to being in regionals. What do you think they got to do? What can they look back on and say, hey, we're still proud of this, guys, but we got to build?
Well, I think they just keep their heads high. It's been a great season for them, obviously. We're undefeated coming into this game. If they just keep that same confidence, you're going to have a lot of players returning next year. I just think you keep your heads high. You keep your head high if you're West Creek. You dominated everyone except for Montgomery Central. You knew they had your number going into this game, and overall, great season for the Coyotes.
Great season indeed. Now Montgomery Central, I mean, obviously not probably their ideal season. They did lose to West Creek, but obviously they capitalized it here. And when I say not ideal season, I mean ideal regular season. But to come in here, huge crowd, had to battle against they were not on the right side of the history. So they had to make something happen, and they did make something happen here, and they came in and dominated performance today.
As you see, West Creek's players getting some medals here.
Getting the 2nd place medals.
Not ever something you want to see, but obviously, it still means a lot for these girls.
What did you ever do with a 2nd place medal? I'll tell you what I did. I didn't even keep it. I threw it in the trash as soon as I walked out of the place. That was just me. But
I think for these girls it's different. This season meant a lot to them, and couldn't make history for their school, but there's always next season.
Now hold on, I could have been wrong. I think I was wrong right here on that. That was not a 2nd place medal. I think these are all district players basically. So kind of like at the end of a football season or a soccer season of basketball when you were finally done with the district championship game and you got all the teams together. Obviously, they're just going to take the 2 top teams right here. These are the all-district players. So this medal does mean something. So don't throw this one away, girls.
Yeah.
You should be proud of this right here, of what you've done and what you've accomplished. For sure.
There's Kat Vidovic getting called. Just a great season for both of these teams, and every game they played, it's just been defensive showing, defensive battles, and both teams, obviously Montgomery Central going to hold their head a little higher, coming out on top and getting that postseason berth in Murfreesboro. But once again, West Creek, just keep your head up. You had a great season. It's always next season as well. Coach King will have his girls ready for sure.
The tough thing about this season, though, for Coach King is he's losing his quarterback. It's always tough to rebuild after the quarterback goes. Kenley was very good here. I kind of mentioned it earlier. 3 of the girls from West Creek. I'll give you the names. I believe it is Nicole Cushenberry. No, excuse me. Nicole, I don't believe is actually going to play in William College, but it's Siriana Berrios. We did not call her name today. Layla Mercado and Kimmy Lewis that are going to Campbellsville University to play flag football in college. So congratulations to those girls. They do have a future in flag football and something to look forward to.
And good for them, able to showcase their talents for their respected school this season. It's been a great showing overall. And just shout out to women's flag football. This is my first time doing something like this. It's an awesome opportunity to watch these girls play, especially at this high of a level here in Tennessee. Super happy for them. We had a great crowd here, and overall just a great moment here in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean, we had a. I'm really glad that flag football has gotten the opportunity to come down here. I know as far as APSU, this is our first time ever getting to do something cool like this, and we get to come out here and get to see what it's like here in Clarksville, Tennessee, to watch some flag football highlights.
Hopefully some more in the future.
Indeed, we will. Well, as they continue to wrap it up here they're going to wrap it up at West Creek High School. I think we're going to call it a day, Trey. It has been an absolute pleasure here to watch this great thing. Today's game has been produced by sports communication students from the Austin Peay State University Department of Communications. This has been a presentation of the Austin Peay Sports Network. Stay tuned for the next APSN debut of flag football, the award-winning documentary from APSU professor Karen Bullis that chronicles the birth of girls high school flag football in Clarksville and Montgomery County.